Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Sammy. We got some great news regarding the temple chaos that's been going on for God knows how long. Grinding Gear Games, who's literally just back from their Christmas break, just dropped this Hotfix 15, and basically they reverted their decision on probably the most controversial decision that they ever made in Path of Exile 2, and that is the fact that the medallion can now be put on any room, not just tier 3 rooms. So at the end of the day, the TLDR of it is that these legacy temples that everyone was chasing, or whoever was chasing for it, can now be attainable by all and not just the elite few. So very, very good news. I'm very happy that Grinding Gear Games decided to do this. Personally, I think it's the only decision and it's the right thing that needed to be done. But I wanted to also talk about something that happened over the weekend prior to this hotfix. There was a video out by Chris Wilson, and it was all about protecting your online RPG's economic integrity. And I wanted to talk about this. I'm going to put the link of this video in the description of this video. I highly recommend you go watch it. Some of you probably have already seen it. But Chris, we all know who Chris is. God bless him. Basically, this video is all about protecting your online RPG economy, and that the economy integrity is what makes progression in the online RPG world mean something, and that everyone must have a level playing field, and that advancement is earned through gameplay and skill, not by exploits, botting, or purchased. And the whole gist of this video is around that. And Chris, obviously, with his breadth of experience, knows what he's talking about. But I wanted to take what Chris said in this video and apply it to currently what's going on right now in Path of Exile 2, because although they have reverted their decision, and thank you, Grinding Gear Games, hats off to you for listening. I should have been done. This stuff should have never gotten to where it got to. It should have been dealt with quicker, sorry. And the time that it took for this to get addressed and then to make the wrong decision. But at the end of the day, that's all water under the bridge. They fixed it. I do want to talk about what it's done to the economy. And to Chris's point on his video, you don't have a game if you don't have economic integrity. If there's no level playing field in any game, how can you expect players, number one, to have fun, and number two, to trust the game? And this is where the crux of the issue is right now. This is a huge crossroads that Grinding Gear Games has to take this, and please use this for future decisions, because when you don't have economic integrity, players lose trust in the game. And we saw it happening prior to this announcement of Hotfix 15. Some people were saying, I don't know what's going on, I'm out. Some people are like, are they going to revert it? Do I waste my time setting this up? What happens if they make the decision of totally wiping all the temples? Then all this work, I'm going to put it in and then lose it? I don't know. So this lack of trust is a deadly pill for any game. And if you look at this chart, at the time of recording this video, this is the exalts to divine. And as you can see, we were in the 200 exalts per divine right before Christmas. And then as we got to the 27th to 28th of December, it was well over 400 exalts per divine. And now it has dropped, and this actually correlates with all the drama that happened with the temple. But this economy is fucked. It's fucked. There's no economy integrity right now. And I don't think there's anything that can adjust it for this leak. Unfortunately, I don't think this can be fixed for 0.4, and it is what it is. But I bringing up this topic because I want to show how serious of an impact these kind of exploits have on the rest of the player base, and how it can completely destroy the economy and the trust factor that the player base will have. And you can see it all over with the comments and some of the feedback, whether it's on Reddit, whether it's on social media. I've seen all these comments on my videos on the distaste for, allowing this to happen and not dealing with it more quicker. This is the outcome right here. This is the outcome. And a lot of people have been priced out of the market. And irrespective of the fact that players are now going to be able to, if they do chase this legacy temple design, if they do chase it, they will be able to print divines, not at the exorbitant amount that the elite few at the beginning were able to, but they're still going to be able to do a healthy amount of divines. But this is the outcome of allowing exploits unchecked. And we're seeing the aftermath to the player base. Players have left, players have chosen, to go SSF, all this kind of stuff. Now, how serious this is, I guess you guys can debate me on that, but I think this is very serious. And I would hope that this is a learning lesson for Grinding Gear Games to not allow this ever to happen again. And when it does happen, they need to stop it in its tracks right away before this kind of economy creeps up into the league, literally destroying the game for a lot of people. Now, don't get me wrong. There are 100 different ways to play the game and still enjoy it. There are 100 different ways to make currency without the temple. Abyss is good. But like, I can go on and on and on and on. There are a million different ways to have fun and to make currency in this game. But a lot of people are influenced by the content creators in this space, and they want to do what they're doing. So when they see the elite doing a certain farm strat or doing a certain build, they want to follow it. And the fact is, a lot of people are not going to be able to finish their builds because they rely on trade. Now, the counter argument to that is, well, they can friggin' craft their own gear. And you're absolutely 1,000% right. But not everybody has the time, the resources, and the knowledge. Again, my videos are based on one thing. Not trying to get an interview from Grinding Gear Games. It's on the betterment of the game for the wide masses. One of the things that Grinding Gear Games talked about are why they just didn't enhance Path of Exile 1 and they wanted to make a new game, is they saw that Path of Exile 1 was capped, limited. They weren't growing. So they wanted to create a game that was new player user friendly and more to the masses. They wanted to reach more players and make the game more new player friendly. Well, this goes against that. This is why my content is always in the back of my mind. I'm thinking, is this for the greater good of everybody, not just the elite few? Okay, so I don't think this is something that should creep into the game. This is very manageable, and they saw it. They chose not to do anything with it, and then they chose to do the wrong thing, in my humble opinion. Now, thank God they've addressed it, and now anybody that wants to do the Legacy Temple will be able to do it. Anyway, I just thought, first of all, Chris's video, how the timing on this was impeccable, like just while all this is going on. And I think it's an important topic that all developers need to understand, that protecting your economic integrity of the game is so critical, not just for the quality of the game, but for your player base and the trust factor, because right now there's not a lot of trust right there. And again, Grinding Gear Games lost another shiny kink in their armor with this handling. But I still have confidence in Grinding Gear Games. I think they're a hell of a studio. I think they are going to get this right. I think this is going to be the best ARPG. But thank you, Chris, for doing a timely video on how important economic integrity is. And we don't have it in 0.4. It's completely fucked. And we're all going to have to live with that. But again, everyone can still play the game, still have fun, still make currency. And it's just out of whack. And it'll get addressed in the future. I'm hoping we don't see it in 0.5. Anyway, that's my take. I wanted to bring this video up that Chris did over the weekend. And let me get your thoughts. Number one, are you happy with the Hotfix 15? I can't imagine anyone isn't happy. And let me know what you think. Throw your hat in the ring when it comes to Chris's point about how important economic integrity is in a game. And how are you feeling about this current situation, the market situation, the economy in Path of Exile 2? I would really love to hear it. Are you getting screwed? Did you get, like, literally you can't do anything? Are you, like, for me personally, I have 2 lineage support gems that have they've gone up like 5x. So it's definitely impacted me, but we'll get through it. I did not take advantage of the Legacy Temple, but it is something that I think I am going to go and try to attain, because I do want to finish my build, and the prices of some of this stuff just keep skyrocketing. So get in there and let me know. And as always, if you can like, comment, and subscribe to my content, I would really appreciate your support. It would mean the world to me. And as always, we'll hope to see you next time. Take care, everyone. The opinions expressed in this video are mine and solely mine. Healthy debate is always encouraged. Hate is never welcomed. So get over it.